I am the rocket man they talk about. I jump from star to star, I walk it out.
Hey guys, Shane here, Shibby2142, playing some Battlefield 3. One thing you will notice right when you see this gameplay is that I have turned on the colorblind assist mode. Now what that does is it turns from the kind of blurry, hueish, neon, above the player heads that you see names and emblems, stuff like that. And it's kind of hard to see. Turn colorblind mode on and it's very flat, very easy to see what's going on. That is my first major suggestion of the video. We're going to be doing some armor gameplay and also medic gameplay, so those are the topics of the video. Right away on Karkand, I like taking the tank to an area where I can look down the main street. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back my tank in, that way I can go forwards and backwards and not have to worry about, am I lined up, am I going to crash into anything, can I make a quick escape? This way they get a lock, you can hear it beeping, and then I back away behind the building. No more lock. So it's a good way to kind of prevent enemy armor from advancing too quickly, which is one thing that a lot of people like doing on attack, is personally, if I have armor, take it right to the objective and try to get an arm. Yeah, you might lose your armor as in it getting blown up, but you will take the objective. So I will trade armor for an objective any day of the week. For my tank perks, I am running maintenance, thermal sights, and the coaxial LMG. The reason why I like the LMG compared to the HMG is it seems to take down infantry a lot better, shoots much quicker, and the round damage does not seem to be that much different. I noticed that A objective just got armed, so I'm going to move my armor to be in position to help anyone there and also fight the enemy armor, which is going to back off because they know I'm in a superior position where I can go back and forth along the map to duck out when I need to reload my main tank shell, while he is screwed because the driver has his tank facing north and south on the street and cannot duck down an alley while either he's reloading or I'm shooting at him. So I am in position to win this battle, however he does get away. Dripping that chocolate sauce. So that is one point that I cannot emphasize enough, is putting yourself in position to win fights. Control the battle. Know what is going on. And Shibs, how do you learn that? You learn that from playing the game. It's one thing, Battlefield, it's a thinking man's game. It's a game that you gotta put a lot of time into to be very good at. You're not gonna jump into this game, LOL 360 raffle scope someone and get a nuke. Not really how it works. Oh, Christmas noobs, oh, Christmas noobs. So, new players who have played probably other AAA title first-person shooters, maybe Battlefield's competitor, he who must not be named, might be joining a Battlefield 3 server for the first time and think, probs going chocolate sauce, kitty scarf, 360 backflip, no scope, Ghostbuster, Oompa Loompa Goomba stomp outside Obama's house while eating a bagel. Not how it works, guys. You gotta put hours into the game and learn what's going on. And I've also been getting a lot of messages like, Shibs, have you seen the Easter eggs? Have you seen the 2143 crate? Yeah, I have, guys. Easter eggs on Foundry, they're pretty cool, but report it to the Easter Bunny because that's his job, and then donate to me by giving me an unusual, generally vintage, strange rocket launcher kitty scarf with over 9,000 kills covered in chocolate sauce. But Shibby, how you see damage? Exactly. That is definitely the question I want to be answering. One thing I need to work on when being a tank driver, especially when using thermal, is spotting friendly mines compared to enemy mines. How you do that is look on the minimap. Sometimes I screw up, I see one in the distance, I'm like, oh, a mine, I want to shoot it. So, I don't know, I blame thermal for that. It makes it too easy for me to see them, therefore I shoot them. It's just a bad habit. Let's switch gears for a second, taking our pinky finger off the shift button, which is boost. Question of the video to you guys is, what is your favorite vehicle in Battlefield 3? Vehicles also count as jets, helicopters, things like that too. Okay, Shibs, well, what's your favorite vehicle in Battlefield 3? Easy. I mean, what else would you pick other than Mobile AA? It's OP, it kills everything, and it's amazing. What other vehicle can shut down an entire map like Rush Defense on canals, where you can park it near the harbor and literally shoot into their spawn, taking out everything that comes your way? That's just crazy. Is that balanced? Nope, but it's pretty fun. You may have noticed, Shibs, what is going on with the tickets there in the bottom left hand side? Well, this server is a 64-man, so therefore you need more tickets in order for the attacking team to even have a chance. Also, of course, spawning as Russian medic, it gives me my AK74M instead of my Russian-acquired M16A3, which the AK74 is just absolutely horrible compared to its counterpart, that being mostly American weapons. It's kind of funny that the American-made weapons are actually better than the Russian-made weapons in most cases. If you take a look at, let's say, support using the M27 IAR, that thing is frickin' fantastic when you get the right attachments on it. Basically a beastie assault rifle compared to the other support guns, which, you know, kind of have a lot of recoil from time to time. Not quite the most accurate thing in the world, but that M27 just has something about it that's just great. And sticking with that trend, if we're moving on to engineer, the American-made M4A1 is also one of the best overall choices for that class. It's fast, recoil is low, and it's tight, like the spread, like my women. High five! So I say, screw that tank, I'm gonna go revive my buddy because I'm a medic. I do what I'm supposed to do, and that's give health, revive. Not run around with my noob tube, although popping smoke is nice. I'm playing defense, so it's not quite that necessary. Picking up my teammate's USAS, I'm like, well, you suck at shooting? USAS? I'm like, no, fuck that noise. We'll just go with our AK74M with this stupid ass scope on because Battlefield, God bless. Please fix that bug so I can spawn with my M16A3. Thank you. Love from the community. And Gilbert. So we're gonna clear out this building first. I do hear people above me, so I'm thinking, wait, are there snipsers up there? Are there mortars? So I'm gonna go nice MLG Pro around the corner and take a look-sees around. I'm like, all right, well, there you go. Thought people would be spawning down there. I guess not. I'm gonna throw down a med pack and keep looking around. I'm gonna put myself out on this perch because I know people will be coming. I'm like, oh, Mr. Recon, shooting at people. Let me really helps me out with that. Going full auto, aim down the sights, which would work with my M16A3. However, this scope is just, I mean, the best in the game, of course, so I miss like everything, and then cannot pull off the shots with my Magno, so I'm just like complete facepalm there. Why did that happen? Why me, God? Why dice? Please, M16A3. Next time, make it happen. Now I'm thinking to myself, this scope is so good, it's basically cheating, so I'm not even gonna use it. I'm just gonna straight spray from the hip and see what happens, and that actually works better. Riddle me that. Alright, well, let's not get unrealistic. You have to scope in eventually. So I make do, take out some guys, then I see some grenades flying. I'm like, alright, that's not happening. We need to get out of the way. And then I pull one of the 10 Battlefield Deadly Sins where I give up on my little position here, make my way to the roof because I want to get some more kills. And then that doesn't really work out for me. So I'm like, you know, shooting guys, you know, at range, pretty cool. And then slice, slice, slice. So that is just fantastic. I wish I had some kind of claymore device or something to protect me. And Mr. Look at me, I have an auto shotty. I'm gonna look around in the air and then jump off and not pull my parachute. So good job, bro. And I'm like, all right, finally I died and can switch to my trusty M16A3, rolling with the red dot, the grip, and the silencer. Really sexy combo if you guys haven't tried it. Highly suggest it. Alright, well, if you've been paying attention, you've already noticed the question of the day in this video, so let's take a viewer question from me. This is something I'm going to start doing in more commentaries where I either take a question from my Facebook or my Twitter, which links to those are available in the video description, so cough cough, go check those out. Chuckleman says, when you were a child, did you ever have dreams about becoming a space astronaut? To tell you the truth, I really haven't. However, I have been following some of the news that eventually they might have civilians that will be able to fly into space. So I'm thinking, you know, that might be pretty cool to take a trip there if I ever have that opportunity. And one of my, I guess, not favorite movies of all time, but it's a great movie. Have you guys ever seen Titan AE? And yeah, I can get a little fancy sometimes, a little 360 roof stall to the stair transfer death. Really helped me out there. But back to Titan AE. The basic idea in the movie is these evil energy monster space alien things destroy Earth, so there's only so many humans left, and this kid who you follow throughout the movie lost his father who was working on some big scientific project that was involved with space. And yeah, I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Kind of cool. Thank you for that question, Chuckleman. If you'd like to be the viewer question of the video, hit up my Twitter or Facebook, links in the video description. So actual gameplay, I am taking the tank to our last objective on this stage, making sure the enemies cannot harm it, and then my team is like, nope, I'm not playing engineer, I can't help you, Shib. So I'm like, okay, well, I gotta abandon this tank eventually. Once you have committed to abandoning your tank, one thing you need to do is make sure it's gonna die before you jump out. A lot of Battlefield players make the mistake of, ooh, my armor is taking damage, I better bail out. It's almost better to die with the armor, that way you make sure the enemy doesn't actually steal it, because if the enemy gets your armor, pretty much on any map, it's just good game, it's over, because they have twice as much power as you do, and especially if people are not playing engineer in the first place, it's just you're gonna get steamrolled. As this video comes to an end, I have an important tip I want to share with you guys to try out. Actual demonstration of this will be coming soon. So go into your video settings if you're playing on the PC and turn your mesh, M-E-S-H, to ultra. What that'll allow you to do is spot enemies at pretty much any range. Have you ever been flying a jet, blatantly looking at a guy, but you know, you got some distance between you and you can't spot him? Like, what is going on? So turn it all the way to ultra, even if you can't run ultra on everything else, just the mesh quality, and try it. You'll be able to spot people at longer distances. At least that's what I've noticed. So formal demonstration will be coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hopefully forgiving me because I play Call of Duty sometimes. Guys, I've just been trying different varieties. I cannot do YouTube as a career only playing Battlefield, only playing TF2. It just won't work. There's not enough viewers out there, so I need to branch out and try other things as well. So just stick with me, guys. I will never abandon my roots just to do something else. There we go. Once again, guys, I am Shibby2142, 16-2 with the win, playing the objective. Not bad. There you go. Check out my channel if you have not subscribed. Please do. I know I say this jokingly a lot. That would really help me out. That's it, guys. Hopefully I will see you next time.